Hi JH, I am Jasmin. I'm the nurse practitioner who will examine you today. But first, I'd like to ask your permission if we can record this on YouTube so that my instructor and my classmates can view it.
I'm alright with that.
Okay, thank you. So what is the reason for your visit today?
Lately I've been having stomach problems, consistent pain. It's been low, it's not really heavy, but I haven't been feeling like doing anything. I've had some diarrhea and plenty of gas.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So if I can examine you, let's lie down. And we'll put this pillow under your knee
Okay.
so that your knee will be a bit flexed and your abdomen will be relaxed. If you can put this up. So, can you describe to me your pain?
It's in the lower half, it's like constant. It feels like my insides are pushing from the inside out. It's not really pleasant at all.
So that was 4 or 5 days ago.
It's been for about 4 or 5 days
So do
straight.
you take anything for that pain?
I took an antacid, but that didn't seem to clear anything up.
So you're having stomach pain and loose bowel movements the past 4 or 5 days ago. Okay. So on inspection, I don't see any peristalsis, no pulsations. The skin is not yellow, so the sclera is not also yellow. There is no surgical scars, no tattoos, and if I can, so I'll use my stethoscope and check for vowel sounds, okay?
Okay.
So the abdomen is divided into quadrants. We have 4 quadrants, the right and left, upper and lower quadrants. So what I hear is continuous vowel sounds. It looks like it's very active there. So I'd like to check for the abdominal aorta, the arteries, check for any bruise. This is the abdominal aorta going to the renal arteries. No bruise. And then for the iliac, and for the femoral artery. So I check with both the diaphragm and the bell. Okay, there were no bruises that I have noticed. So for the percussion, check for, so using my dominant hand, my finger, and putting my non-dominant finger and hitting briskly the knuckle. So it's tympanic on all quadrants. And then check for the liver dullness, starting from the umbilicus going up, on the mid-clavicular line, tympanic, tympanic. So this is dull. To note this, I will put a line, and then from the intercostal spaces going down, note for the dullness, which is here, and then mark it, and then measure It's about 6, which is within normal. And then for the splenic dullness, on the anterior axillary line at the 10th intercostal space, so it's here, and then we measure that. And then for the palpation, we will, on light palpation, try to palpate on all 4 quadrants. Oops, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
And then, so there's tenderness there. And then we go to deep palpation on all 4 quadrants. Okay, I'm sorry about that again. And then we'll check for the liver. I will ask JH to inspire so I can feel the border of the liver, and on the other side, on the spleen, so I don't feel anything, it's not palpable. So we'll be doing tests that will rule out if there are anything happening there, like cholecystitis, ascites, or appendicitis.
Okay.
So for the Murphy's sign, which is for cholecystitis, I will press the right side in the lower sternum, on the lower rib cage, and I will ask you to take a deep breath. So with positive Murphy's sign, you won't be able to take a deep breath, it will be very painful. Okay, so for the ascites, which you don't have, obviously, so I will ask you to put your hand in the middle, and then if I tap on this hard enough, the fluid I should feel the vibration of the fluid on this other side. And then for the shifting downness, so if JH has ascites, then it would be here on the dependent area. If I percuss on this, it would be tympanic, but here it will give me dull sound, right? Mm-hmm. So I would ask you to turn on one side, and if I percuss this, it will be tympanic, and here dull. So the fluid has shifted on the dependent area, and on the other side it will be the same. Okay. So to check for any signs of appendicitis, this is the umbilicus and the anterior superior iliac spine. So between that is the McBurney's point. If I press on it, you'll feel pain if there is appendicitis. And then for the Robsing sign, if I press on this area and then release, you'll feel the pain here at the McBurney's point. And then for the iliopsoas, if you flex your knee and then push my hand, you will feel pain here if you have appendicitis, and on the other side also. So if you can push my hand up, okay, that's good. And then for the obturator sign, I will flex your knee and then turn it side to side. So if you have appendicitis, it will be painful on this right lower quadrant. Okay. So that concludes our abdominal examination. So all I've noticed is that you have hyperactive bowel sounds. Actually, it's continuous. And you have tenderness on the left lower side of your abdomen.
Okay. You don't think it could have been anything I've been eating. I mean, all I've been doing for the past week is cleaning up after a party. I've been making sure the ice cream doesn't go to waste every night.
Ice cream. So it shows in your medical record that you're lactose intolerant.
What does that mean?
So it means that you cannot tolerate any dairy products.
I mean, I know I've always been told it. It's never really bothered me.
So maybe this time it wasn't that much? That
Maybe
you-
I drank too much. It was a big tub of ice cream.
Okay, so we'll discuss this later. So this ends our examination,
Okay.
and
I'll slack on the ice cream and I'll see if it gets better.
And,
Thank you, nurse.
okay, and I'd like to see you after 3 days.
Okay.
Okay?
I can come back.
Thank you, Gage.
Thank you.